Okay, I'm back. Now I realised what I'd done wrong. I was saying I could move the camera from side to side in that direction, but oh, I can't move it this way. Why is that? The reason is I've put this mount on in the wrong orientation. So let's just unscrew that. Pull the D-ring up, move that, oh these D-rings, and put it in this orientation. Try and line that up as best as I can with my eye, pointing forward. There is an arrow there to tell you if I bothered to look. Good thing about this GH2 is that at least the tripod mount is right in the centre of the lens, so the arrow is now pointing forward in the direction of the lens with that line there. That's on pretty solid. So now when I put this on here, well, you'll pretty instantly see, if I can get that in the hole, that will be locked off at that angle. This now, I can move it in this direction and with the bottom plate in this direction. The idea being that the nodal point of this lens will be right over that central point of the tripod. So as I turn it, it's completely in the same position, clicking round like so. To do that, I'm actually going to probably need to switch the camera on. Take the lens cap off. Although actually having the camera on is not going to make a lot of difference. I need to visually see. So I'm looking for a straight line from the middle of the lens to that point, which actually, okay, we've got some looseness there. Let's just tighten that up. That looks pretty much spot on. Is that a straight edge? In that direction. And I also need the camera in good lord, this demonstration is going well, to move it in that direction. I'm not sure where the point is on this lens. I can only move it right up to there. So if I'm limited in movement that way, but I've got too much in that direction, I might take this off again. Although, well, that's not in the middle of the lens, it's really on the front of it. Now to take this off again, well, this is the joys of opening something new and finding out how it works. I'm possibly a bit slow, although it does now, it's got to point that way. It has to point that way, and that's where the mounting is. If I have that at the back, it's going to make a difference. So I'm going to ignore those arrows, that arrow, and turn that round on the camera. So now that arrow is pointing backwards. But the camera's going to be turned round, so it shouldn't really matter. We're about to find out. Obviously these aren't straight. There's some nice rubber on there, thick rubber that really stops that from moving. Okay, there's numbers along the top of here with a guideline, which I can possibly show you. Right, so now I can move the camera a lot further forward, in fact too far forward for that lens. Okay, so that is probably it. That's very quickly done. I'm going to set it up and I have to actually take some shots, which I will show you. but I'm going to do that outside and take some 360s. So we're more or less, I mean that's the middle of the lens ish, but I need to find out where that is by taking test shots, and I can't do them there, but that clicks around. So if I'm going to take 6, I'm going to go 1, 2, click, 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 and that's the full 360 done. Probably set it off at 0 to make things a bit easier, and check that it's level. That's really important that this is level, and this isn't, even on a table, but that's because of this thing that moves up and down. It's quite possibly the worst, cheapest. I don't tighten that any further, it's in plastic, you can already feel the screw coming out. So I've got the Samyang lens on, more or less in the middle. At least I'm happy now I can get it lined up in both orientations. I was really panicking then, thinking how am I going to use this thing. Okay, so we've got it on. It looks really nice. I don't know if you can tell, I mean with that, just aesthetically it's nice having that red band matching up almost with the red anodised thing on the Gobi head. Well, I'm looking forward to trying this out now. It clicks really nicely, it's really well built. Okay, €200 seems quite a lot for something like this, but it's you know, it's really well machined. I'd say that's military grade really. Okay, they're just printed on, they're not actually etched in the numbers and stuff, but I should imagine they'll last a while. It's a nicely made piece of kit. I'm certainly quite happy with it, and hopefully now I'm not going to mess up when I take these 360 panoramas, which I'm going to do shortly. And I've got a wide angle lens I can use for, well it's only 3.5, but I might use it for shows and stuff, just for that strange barrel effect. Whew. Okay, thank you for your patience. I hope it was of some use, and I'll post another video when I go out and take some pictures, probably with a hat mounted cam or something like that, so I can do it as I'm doing it and then go through the process of stitching them together. Okay, bye.